Voters may have to soon show picture ID to cast their ballot. Just a few hours ago, the House advanced a new voter ID bill. It went to the state Senate. Lisa Benson is in the newsroom now with the history on this. Lisa?
Well, since 2006, Missouri lawmakers have been voting on similar legislation. But this year, Republicans have veto-proof majorities in the House and the Senate. House Bill 48 and 216 would change the state constitution and require a state-issued picture ID or specific federal ID to vote. Republicans say photo identification will help the state prevent voting fraud, while Democrats say the legislation would put an unnecessary burden on voters. Voter ID changes have been a hot topic in chambers for years, but unlike previous years, Republicans now have a supermajority in the House and the Senate. Denise Lieberman with the Advancement Project says 90% of voters have state-issued IDs, but says lawmakers have to consider the other 10%.
The photo ID requirements that were passed by the House last night cannot be implemented. They are currently illegal in Missouri. And that's why legislators, along with the requirements, passed a resolution that would, in fact, change our Constitution to weaken the right to vote provisions in the Constitution. That would have to pass Missouri voters in November of 2014 before this legislation could even be legally implemented.
Lieberman says the legislation is expected to cost Missouri voters $10 million, which includes the cost to retrain poll workers and offer free state IDs to those who can't afford them. In the newsroom, Lisa Benson, 41 Action News.